All right, so you ready?
Yep.
What are we gonna talk about?
I don't know.
You
What do
don't
you
know?
want to talk about?
All right, I'm gonna guide the conversation. You just answer the questions,
Okay.
And then we'll get to what we're gonna talk about because I want to get to know you a little bit better too. Even though you're my wife, there's certain things that I don't know, and we gotta find out.
What the fuck?
Yeah, just
That's
like
weird. I know, I'm just
there's
kidding.
certain things I don't know.
What?
You don't even know about me either. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome back to Have Faith, Show Love, Give Hope, the podcast where I have faith. I show love to my beautiful guest, which is my wife today. And together we give hope to whoever's watching. I have the privilege to sit down with my beautiful wife. She's been on the show, I think, like 4 or 5 times. You're the guest that's been here the most out of anyone ever.
Not since last year, though, right?
Huh?
Not this year, though.
What do you mean?
I don't think I've been on it this year.
You haven't?
No, this is the first time this year.
For real?
Yeah.
But I'm saying like all time.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I know.
Because the thing is, so at the end of the year, we're gonna do 2 podcasts in a row every year.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have this Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Today is Christmas.
Yeah. So today's Christmas for us. You're gonna see this a little bit after Christmas. So Merry Christmas weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured like if we're gonna sit down 2 weeks in a row at the end of the year, we can have a good topic about like today.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can do a yearly recap.
Yeah.
Next week.
That's a good idea.
And then like we'll have 2 podcasts a year every year.
Okay.
And if you want more, just let me know. Like we can sit down anytime, you know.
I know.
All right, so welcome my wife, Sandra. Shake my hand. Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again. So how was Christmas?
I brought you something.
Oh, you brought me a gift.
I saved it for the podcast.
Oh, okay. I didn't bring you nothing. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I didn't know.
You can buy me something tomorrow on my birthday.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow's her birthday. And this is for the podcast, right?
Yep.
This is a 419 candle. Toledo, Ohio. Where'd you get this from?
I bought it from for a fundraiser. It was a fundraiser, and I bought the 419 one so you can put it back. So you can put it for decoration.
Yep. I'll put it somewhere on my podcast. This episode is going to go right here. And then eventually I'm going to find a little home for it. Because, Cruz just got me that little Steeler thing right there for the podcast.
That's cool. The bobblehead?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's nice.
little. I'm going to grab more and more stuff. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
It's downtown.
Downtown, yep. The skyline.
Yep. Even though our area code's 567, but our original is 419.
Yeah. Do you mind if one of the other guys like Robert and stuff put it on their set sometimes?
Okay.
Yeah, because sometimes they'll grab like
downtown.
that microphone and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
cool.
good because Robert's podcast is like all about Toledo.
Yep.
So yeah, that'd be cool. So Robert, if you ever want to use it, more than welcome to use it on his set.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because we share.
It'll match too
we share
over there.
Yeah, we share things. Like sometimes he'll grab that microphone and take it over there and stuff like that. All right, so
and Bella got you that.
Yeah, Bella got me that microphone, and ever since there, and my daughter got me that cup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So people
ask me about my podcast.
So people have been giving me stuff, and I just put it up here.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's like building my own little studio. Mm-hmm. So what do you think about the whole studio?
It's changed a lot.
Yeah.
I haven't been here in so long. I didn't even
growing.
Yeah. Just to see it in person.
Yeah. So like we really didn't have like too much planned, mm-hmm. but I also wanted to get to know you a little bit more, and because I know you have a lot of core beliefs mm-hmm. in the way that you raise your daughter, I see the way you raise, your nieces, your little nieces, even the ones before, or even the next ones. So I just wanted to get to know you a little bit better, and like what made you the woman that you are now, and then also like there's things like I think like sometimes it confused me if you were born in Texas, were you born in Kalamazoo, were you born in Toledo?
Yeah.
Because at that moment you said you were like, so tell me a little bit.
I was born in Toledo, Ohio.
Oh, you were born here?
I was born in the Toledo hospital.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then but tell me about like when you were
I was
young.
born in Toledo, Ohio, and
Wasn't you
then
in Texas?
my sister, who's 2 years younger, was born in Galveston, Texas. My brother was born in Kalamazoo. So we just moved around all the time.
So all three of you guys were born in three different states.
In different states. I went to elementary school in Michigan, Kalamazoo, Michigan, and in Texas, Corpus, and in Victoria, Texas. I came here in 8th grade, and then I've been here. So I was born here, left, and came back as a teenager.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then were in Texas by Corpus Christi over
I
there?
lived in Corpus Christi, yeah. I went to elementary school there. I went to elementary school in Victoria, Texas, and then I'm here. I've been here. This is my home, but I was born here.
And what is that you told me, like your dad is related to someone? Like
not my dad.
Selena?
My mom's mom, which is my grandma, and Selena Quintanilla's dad are cousins.
Your mom's
I don't
mom.
know. My grandma. Yeah.
Your grandma and Selena's
dad are cousins. First cousins. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just like.
So rest in peace to him. He just passed away.
So sad.
Yeah. So somehow, some way, you guys are like the same blood or something. But you did not know any of that when you were little?
Yeah, I do, but I didn't. I was little. Like I didn't think about it or anything.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I was just wondering because you always told me that you guys somehow, and I always was like amazed by that.
Yeah, I was so Bella. I'm like, hey, your cousin's Sicily.
Yeah.
It might be like fifth, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's like in the bloodline.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So would you guys were raised in Corpus Christi for a little bit, for a couple of years?
For like fourth, fifth, fifth, and sixth grade. We lived a lot of places. We weren't raised anywhere. We lived everywhere.
And then when you came back to Toledo, you had friends already in Texas?
Yes.
Because like some of your friends, or you got really good friends?
Yeah, I still have friends in Texas. And when I came here, I didn't have any friends because I didn't live here until 8th grade. And then this is my home. This is where I was, from the 8th grade.
And where did you go to high school and stuff once you came to Toledo?
Well, we lived in Sylvania. So I just went to Sylvania schools. Mm-hmm.
Sylvania, Northview? So you're a Northview girl?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I'm 46 years old almost.
Mm-hmm.
I was a Northview girl.
Okay.
I was the competition for Bella.
Yeah, and then so the thing is for me that I always think like you're so protective and there's things that happen that made you that way. So like why do you stress so much to like people when I'm always in the background just listening to your conversations.
Oh, yeah.
And like stuff like that, because like we have to like really get to the core of things for people to realize exactly how bad something can happen.
Yep.
So tell me a little bit like what led to that, like what happened where
you think that I'm like a little extra paranoid. You always see the good in people, and sometimes when I say stuff or I'm worried about something that has to do with my daughter, you're always like, why do you always think the bad of people? Why do you always think that's going to happen? Like that's where me and you don't agree. But because of the things that happened to me when I was little, now you understand what I'm talking about. But you always see the good in people, the good, and I don't. So is that what you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
And it's because I'm just always been really aware of what people can do. Like the person you can least expect to hurt you. So I'm just paranoid.
Yeah. And where does that stem from?
When I was little and something happened to me when I was so young, I don't remember like 8 or 9 or 10. No, like little, like 8 maybe. Something happened to me. And now as an adult, I am all about open conversations with my family members and, well, my nieces and my anybody who I can influence, like my daughter and my
Hmm.
nieces, about how you have to be aware and always um, be able to talk to somebody. So I always just have those open conversations. Like, you can tell me, or if you're ever feeling uncomfortable, or do this, or maybe and those are what you hear, I think, and you're like, dang, don't. Why do you gotta like make people worry? But I'm only doing it because of what happened to me.
Hmm. Because you want to bring awareness.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And but was like what happened to you? Was it a stranger, or how was that? Like,
yeah. So no, it was not a stranger. It was a man that was married into our family. So it was an uncle that
mm,
like we all loved and adored. And but he's no longer married into the family. Side
mm-hmm,
note. Anyways, so right now, the I don't know how to say this without like sounding rude. Okay,
mm,
so for example, right now, going on in this whole entire country right now, everybody's talking about it, is the Epstein files.
mm-hmm,
Okay, that is all about young little kids, like hurting little kids.
mm,
But why is everybody so shocked and surprised? Like, people are saying, oh, maybe they didn't do that, or maybe it's not true, or it's it happens every day, all the time.
mm-hmm.
So it happens in every family. So of course, people who could afford to pay for it, to keep it hush under the rug, it happens, and no one's like devastated about it. It should, our whole government should be crumbling under everything that's coming out, but it's so not even taboo anymore because it happens in every single family.
Mm-hmm.
Regular smegular people are just get away with it every day because nobody wants to talk about what happens in
Mm-hmm.
families. And
They
that's what
want
happened in my family. So one person did something and he was allowed to do it for decades to
they
children.
protected him.
Yes, because no one, it was like, oh, just no, just not that no one didn't believe me, but no one did anything because that's just what it is. When there's a child predator in the family, they get protected. So
That's so weird.
and that's something you can't understand because you've never seen that, heard that. So sometimes when you hear me and then we get into it, like you're saying, don't make them so paranoid, but this is why I make people so paranoid,
Mm-hmm.
or people, or just have open conversations. If you don't
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
comfortable, then don't go.
yeah. Because
I bet.
you know
Hmm.
that uncomfortableness, it means something maybe, either maybe had something had happened.
Yeah.
You felt that your daughter or something have felt
Well,
uncomfortable.
no, I haven't had that. Well, not that I know of, but I don't even want it to
Yeah.
get there. So my thing is to have conversations with your kids as soon as they understand what you're saying, showing them bad touch, good touch, letting them learn things, because you have to have these conversations with children. Obviously,
Hmm.
like, you have to, because it could be somebody you would never think is going to hurt your kid, and it's
Yeah.
going to.
And how important is it to listen to your child?
Every time, believe your child.
Mm,
Always believe your children. Like, always believe children. Like, even right now with everything that's going on in this country, everything that goes on with families and these pedophiles, and if we just believe kids, we
hmm.
wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have a whole entire family line that gets molested if you
Mm,
just believe kids.
yeah.
Kids aren't gonna lie.
Because a lot of people believe the adults instead of they
Hmm.
believe trained liars instead of innocent
Yeah,
children.
yeah, narcissistic, trained liars. Yeah, they believe them, or they even believe the kids, but they just don't know what to do because it's embarrassing, or it is whatever it is. But the fact is that families go through this, and I would scream it from the rooftops if I found out somebody was hurting my daughter or one of my nieces.
Yeah.
I would never let anyone get away with it. Doesn't matter who it was, even if they were blood related to me.
And is this why you're so passionate about the politics and about
Well,
how
yeah,
sickening the
yes. Hmm.
presidency and all this?
Yeah, like, people assume, there's a lot of people who will assume of the reasons why I don't support our president or whatever, but it is really when it comes down to, because the person that he is, and like the things that I know he's done, it's not about like left versus right.
Yeah.
It's about
It's
what's
about
right.
his
It's about,
morals.
yeah, his morals. And like, even we've gotten into that because in the beginning when we didn't realize, I mean, what I knew, I will always say, I told you so.
Hmm.
Um, but even, you're like, don't get into that. It's not that big of a deal. Like he can do this, but it is a big deal. It's a big deal for somebody to run the country that has done this, because it's not fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair. It's not fair from somebody who was a victim of it, to see people getting away with it with power. I mean, you just see regular people getting away with it and
Hmm.
hurting children, kids, hurting kids.
That's ruining their
I
lives
just would never
forever.
ruin kids. Yeah. Yeah,
When
it
you do that
happened
to
one
when you
time
do
to
that
me,
to
and I'm
one kid.
45 years old, and I think about it all the time. Like, that's
Hmm.
weird. I mean, I wish I didn't. I mean, I don't think about it all day long, but at
Yeah.
least like once a day or something. If I think about my niece, or if I think about my daughter, if I think about, and now all this stuff that's happening, all these people that are coming out, like, I'm like, whoa, dang, those are kids.
So
And
it's like
one time, and that's all it took.
it just triggers
And
something in you
yeah, it's
every time you see
weird.
one of those stories or something.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
That's why parents have to not trust anybody.
Hmm.
It's
Not
really that
even
simple. Not
not
trust
even like
anybody.
cousins and all that.
No,
Especially
nobody.
when it comes to like people are get intoxicated and
Yeah.
hanging out and all
Yeah.
that. Because
Family parties, people are out drinking. Like, this didn't happen to me, but
yeah,
some people in my family happened to. And then another situation happened during family parties, and we would have never knew that.
yeah,
And the family parties, when everyone's drinking and having a good old time, like, keep your eye on your kid. Never get too, sidetracked where you don't know what they're doing at every single time.
hmm,
And children can just be as what they, and also watch them with other children, because other children could be exposed to something that your kid has never been exposed to.
yeah,
It's so bad, and it could happen from another child.
hmm,
So I think that's what is the most important thing for me. I mean, it's just really just talking to your kids and keeping an eye out and being paranoid
hmm,
as you want, because
yeah,
one thing it will take for them to, for you to have allowed their life being messed up, and it
hmm,
will be your fault if you did not keep an eye on them.
yeah. What I was thinking is like those politicians that do all that bad stuff.
Hmm.
That kind of like it makes me think like politics is just so disgusting.
Yeah.
Like the whole I don't,
It,
because I don't pick a side, I don't
yeah, I
care.
know.
Like the whole
Yeah.
organization of it, it's just like they just want to hide things. They want to cover up. It's almost like a family, like one of those
Yeah.
families that hide the predator cousin or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're all hiding each
Hmm.
other, and
Yeah.
they're all protecting each other, and it muddies the water, and
Yeah.
it's just like do the whole thing is just garbage to me.
Yeah. I mean, we have to have it because they're running our
I know,
country, but
but
it sucks that
we can't support people like
no,
Donald Trump and these people on that list and all that
no.
stuff. Because if we do, we're just as good as them. We're just as
Yeah.
bad as
You're
them.
excusing that. Like, would you? Yeah, would you excuse it? Well, some people would excuse it, though. That's the problem. A lot of people who would excuse his behavior would excuse it happening to their child,
Yeah,
or or excuse it, or, oh, it happened to me. Oh well,
yeah.
that's life. It was worse when it happened to me.
And that whole thing opened my eyes a lot to me, because remember when he was first running, I was like, it's not that gonna be that bad. He's just, Donald Trump. He's just, he's a
Hmm.
social media star or whatever. And you're like, no, he's bad. He's bad. And I was like, come on, calm down. And then
Yeah,
after a while, we've seen everything that he's doing.
yeah,
And I was like, babe, you were right. And you're like, I told you so.
yeah,
Like he just never like he's not the type of person that he wants anything fixed.
yeah. I don't know why. And he even says it, but the thing is, he's always said who he is. He's always said it, so it's nobody's. He's always said it. So if you didn't want to
Hmm.
believe what he said, his own words, and so many times that he has said, he's not getting into heaven. If he was standing in the middle of the street and he shot someone, they would still vote for him. He's always said who he is. He's always talked about treating women and grabbing them and going to the teen beauty pageants that he owned because he was allowed to walk in the dress. He's always said it.
Hmm.
People just chose to ignore it, or the people that voted for him just don't care because they feel that same way.
No, they're the family member that hide the cousin.
Oh yeah. I mean, they don't even have to be the one that does it, but they're the ones that excuse the cousin, or exactly.
Yeah.
They're the family member that let it go.
They're
the
like,
family member that said,
they're like, it's okay, you know what I mean, or whatever. He's
so
our
in the
cousin.
meantime,
we love him.
He ruined lives.
He's ruining lives every day.
Every day. The man that did it to me is probably ruining grandchildren's lives.
So what happened to him?
Nothing happened to him.
So nothing ever happened to him? Everybody kept saying, like, hide him, and then...
No, not hide him.
They would never even tell your dad because they thought your dad was going to beat him up and shit.
Yeah, that was a big... That was what I was told when I told... See, I was smart enough to know that it was wrong. B, I told right away. And then I was just told, don't tell your dad. And that's what I was told when I was little. So I was like, okay, I won't tell my dad. I was told, don't tell your dad because... I hate that. Your dad can do something and then he'll go to jail. Like scared me to I'm like, oh, my dad will do something. Like, he's gonna be so mad. So I did not tell my dad. So had I told my dad, I don't know how things would have changed, but I do know that he wouldn't have got away with doing it to people that I love later on in life, years later.
Yeah, because he was just a monster.
He's probably doing it to this day.
And then where does this guy live?
Kalamazoo, Michigan.
What's his name?
Michael Gutierrez.
Mm.
He's older. He's in the 70s, probably. I don't know.
Maybe. He's like an old man.
Yeah. And he did it for decades. He didn't just do it to me. He did it to a lot of people. So.
Yeah, he's just a sick guy.
A sick man. I did call after 40 years. Call the police, try to make a report, but it was the statute of limitations. But they've already heard of him. They already had reports about him. So anybody that he did it to always just swept it under the rug. Wow. It's just crazy because people just get away with it for decades. He's no different.
And then what's crazy is when they go to jail, they only get a few years.
Yeah, but he's never even went to jail.
I know, because they're lenient on people like that.
Oh, yeah.
They just see people.
No, he's never went to jail because no one stole on him.
No, I mean, no one's ever.
Yeah, I mean,
he's never went to.
They've heard like reports and all of that, the detective side, but nothing's ever come out of it.
It's crazy. So the dude's
he's just living with those demons. I mean, I only can hope and pray that he's changed and he's not doing it to the grandchildren that he has. He has step grandchildren and stuff. That's all I can hope and pray. Like, I hope and pray that he's stopped doing that a long time ago. Yeah. Or maybe he would never do that to. I mean, people are sick. Yeah, people are sick, but people are not like that sick where they would do it to their own kids or grandchildren.
No,
I mean, we were not even his blood. The people that I know that he did it to, we were his married in. I mean, he was like a favorite.
Yeah, but
he was like a favorite uncle.
Of course,
he was like a house that we're like, come on, please, can we spend a night? Kind of uncle. And then the only thing that I cared about was finding out if he had done it to my sister and my cousin who's younger. And they're little, and I was little, and they're smaller. So I didn't tell anybody till I asked them. And I remember asking my sister, just tell me, please tell me. And she's like, no, nothing. And she was like, no, nothing. And they were just little girls. We were little girls having a conversation, laying in bed together, talking about it. And then that next morning, I woke up and told our moms. It wasn't like the next morning that it happened. It was like staying at his house. I was like, oh my gosh, it happened. I went home. Ow. And I told, but I was so worried about this, my sister. Like, did it happen to my sister? Did it happen to my baby cousin? And that's what, and I was only a little girl asking little girls. That's disgusting. But I knew it was wrong. I knew it was wrong when it was happening.
And you told right away.
I told. I did what I was supposed to do. I told.
And you never stayed there again?
No.
Never.
No, my mom didn't do anything about it, but she also didn't take me over there.
Like, she just like cut ties with that.
No, she wasn't. They were no. It was at my high school graduation.
So they were still like family. Everything was fine. You just never went over there again.
Not alone.
Not alone. So you still had to go over there, like, to Dia's house. And
like that there. At that time, like, my parents were separated, so when they got remarried and together, we just kept on going like a normal family, not like all the time or anything. We moved from Michigan anyways. We lived in Kalamazoo. We would see them. after we moved, we didn't go over there to spend a night unless we were with my family because we always lived so far.
Yeah, that he just took advantage of that little moment.
Yeah, that little moment. He took advantage of that little moment, that one time.
Yeah.
Yep, because he never had done that before. He just took advantage of it, and I don't know why. Probably because my mom and my dad were not together, and he thought that nothing could happen. I don't know actually why he did it.
Was he a drunk? Was he a drinker? Oh, he wasn't a drinker?
He was a church goer. Like, what? I literally thought he was a really good man.
For real?
Yeah.
And then he just did that?
I remember, okay, so you know how you go to Cedar Point and you can get your picture on a magazine?
Yeah.
Like Time or Fake. I didn't know Cedar Point then. I was young. I was little. I didn't go to fun things like that. Plus, I didn't live in Ohio. And I remember seeing that in his room, and I was like, wow, that's so cool. Because I thought, that's how high I thought of him. I thought that was real, first of all.
What was that?
It was like a picture of him on a magazine.
Yeah,
you know how you can do that?
Oh, yeah.
At Cedar Point? It's so funny because I thought it was real. And I was like, wow, he's such a good man that he's even on this. Like that, I really thought highly of him.
Oh. So he took advantage of you guys?
Yeah, of me.
Or of you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Shit. But also, of a whole bunch of other people.
Of so many people. Yeah, I was in his first. I wasn't his last. I was in nothing. I was just random. It was just me.
So you wasn't his first, so he was doing that even before?
He did that before. After I got older, I found out a lot more. After I had my daughter, I found out a lot of things that he did to a lot of other people. And, once my aunt and him split, then I found out more stuff that people came to her and said. And, it was a terrible thing. And he's out of our family now, but he never went to jail for anything that he did to me or my family.
Wow.
And it happens all the time, every single day.
Every single day.
Every single day.
And it's not
every single day.
And it's not the random guy that's gonna kidnap you.
It's the uncle, it's the cousin, it's the older brother. It's not. You're most likely gonna get molested by somebody that you know and are related to or love than a random stranger on the street. Mm-hmm. You're most likely. So when Bella was growing up, I always told her, when she went with her, because when she was with me, she was with me. When she was with her other family, which I trusted, but I would still say, never go to the bathroom alone. Walk with you. I would always still tell her this stuff when she was little. Like, you're not going to, I'll still tell her to this day.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Yeah.
What do you tell her? Tell me all the things.
I always tell her everything. Like when she first started working.
So we can tell the people.
When she's working, she's just got her first job. So I would tell her, you're going to be around grown-ups now. You're going to be around grown-ups every day, not teachers. You're going to be around people who just work every day. So you're going to be, you're going to go into a kitchen of men. You're going to have to go to the bathroom, walk past like a bar. I mean, she doesn't work in a bar, but people do drink at her establishment. Like, if you feel uncomfortable, don't go. If, don't be in a situation where you're uncomfortable. Somebody talks to you funny, like be aware that good men will not talk to a 16-year-old like that. Even a 20-year-old man, doesn't matter how old, because they wouldn't see you like that. So don't be flattered. Don't be, you know what I mean? And I was a little, now she knows, like, don't work on the parking lot. But I'm just lucky she found a safe place to work. I'm just lucky it's little and it's family owned and it's whatever. But she's got to see the real world anyways. But when she was little, I would always tell her, don't go to the bathroom alone. If you have to go to the bathroom, get your grandma. I don't want you in any of the rooms. Just and then come back. And I'm always like, did you feel comfortable or are you uncomfortable? I'll still ask her to this day, are you comfortable? Are you uncomfortable? If she's around anybody.
Because you believe like the feelings matter and like uncomfortableness and all that. And there could be a reason for that.
If you're uncomfortable, go, leave, bye. Yeah. So she had lots of rules when she was little. Now she's older and she has a voice. So
yeah,
I trust her instincts.
Yeah. You've built like a really good foundation for her instincts, and like she knows like.
But she's 16, so
even when I get out of the car and I go to the groceries, like let's say we pull up to like Speedway and I just jump out the car, I hear the door like, like she knows, like she's not supposed to be in the car just with the door open because anybody could just reach in.
And when we're at the grocery store,
and she's 16, like she's still a grown up.
When we're at the grocery store, she gets in the car, she locks it. Like that's it.
She has like inks, like even when like certain like way like she walks around certain things like certain ways because it's like built in from you the way you've taught her.
And like don't why get in the car that way if somebody's sitting in their driver's seat? No, get in the other side.
Way.
Yeah. Or when we're at the grocery store to this day, she doesn't help me. She jumps in the car and locks the door. There's not even a question.
So did you guys walk out? She just gets in the car.
Ever since she was a kid.
And then you're the one that puts the groceries in the car.
I lock it and then I put the groceries in the trunk or whatever. Yeah. She's always done that and she still always had it. That's, me just being really.
But you're aware of your surroundings.
I mean, it can happen to anybody regardless of how aware you are, but it's just better to be more aware so you can try to stop it if something was going to happen to you. But
yeah, well, why? Okay, so if you do all that, why doesn't it scare you to put everything on social media and stuff? Some people will be like, "Oh yeah, don't put everything on social media because people are stalking."
People say that. I do get scared. I question it and I worry about it. But she's also on social media. Yeah, she's literally on social media, anyways, too.
Yeah. So, but you also have.
But she's not. She's also 16. She's not a little baby.
And you do social media a certain way where people don't know exactly where you're at all times.
Yeah, for sure. Like I'll always post like my stuff for the next day. Yeah. Yeah. And if we're anywhere, if we're eating, I don't post the stories about it or whatever until we're gone. Do you share even if it has nothing to do with her, even if it's just me and you.
Do you share your location of where you're at live at all times?
Where? How? No.
No, I'm asking you.
No, I don't. Do people do that?
People do that like on
I didn't know that. Certain, I don't have that many followers.
Well, I mean, with certain people like in like, I don't know, like those chat things.
Oh, live stream and stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I don't do that.
I do like a live.
I don't even share my location with anybody. Not even Bella has it. Yeah, not even me.
But you know how some people do like Snapchat or something, and then you can see where everyone is, like all your friends. And
I don't know if I even have mine on or not. Zoom in
and you can say, "Hey, look, this person's downtown right now." There's things like that.
Oh yeah, that's true. I don't know if I have mine on or not, but I don't have.
No, you just got to be smart about everything.
Yeah, you just got to be safe. You got to be. You have to be safe. If somebody's gonna be out to find you, they probably will, anyways. Regardless,
yeah, that's what I.
We can find each other. Like we can with our technology, we can do whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Because I just believe that. A lot of times we tell someone like, "Hey, be careful," or make sure you and then people don't really. They think that we're just talking because we're talking, but we really have experiences.
Yes, especially when you're dealing with teenagers, they think that. But I will tell her she can act like she's not listening to me, and hopefully she is. That's all I can do is hope, because the thing is, she's leaving soon. So until then, I will tell her every scary thing that can possibly happen. And that's all I can do. Because what can I do? Follow her to college? No.
Yeah, and you're not trying to scare her. You're trying to teach her.
And, even when she's with her friend, even anytime, like if they're going to Target, like, be aware of your surroundings. Don't be on your phone when you're walking through that damn parking lot. And she might ignore me. But maybe when she gets to Target, she's not on her phone walking through that parking lot. I don't know if I'm not with her.
And
because no one's going to keep an eye on her the way I am.
And why is that? Don't get on your phone when the parking lot?
No, I'm just saying be aware. Yeah, because if her head's down on the phone, she's walking through a parking lot with another little girl with her head down on her phone. They're two pretty teenagers. Anything could happen.
Okay.
So, if I'm with her, no matter where we're at, the gas station, wherever, I'm always watching her. I don't even let her go to the bathroom alone. So, you know.
Yeah, but you're always on TikTok, ain't you? How do you watch your daughter?
Huh?
No, I'm just saying, like, no. But tell me, I'm asking you a question, like being like a critic.
Okay.
I'm being like the devil's advocate.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, you're always on TikTok.
I'm still watching her.
Okay. Yeah. Because why? Because TikTok. Because explain to me, TikTok only takes a couple minutes. Here.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll make a video for like a second, then I'll put it all together later. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's not like you're all on TikTok.
And most of the time when I'm with her, I don't do that a lot because I'm with her and she doesn't want to be part of it anyways.
Okay.
Most of the time, most of my videos I'm by myself. Yeah. Or I just like catch her in the back. Or if I record, I'll record her walking into somewhere, like a snippet of it, because She doesn't want
yeah.
to be on it anyways.
So the your social media doesn't take up your time to be a
No,
good mother
no,
or a good aunt or
no,
anything like that,
no.
right?
I hope not.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm just trying to be like, I'm trying to get like, I just want to
no.
know, like,
Yeah,
you know
I'm
what I mean?
careful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
for sure. I'm not
so
gonna be so distracted. I'm not gonna know where my baby niece is.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you pre-plan your videos. You have
Yep.
like an idea for
Yep.
like this little skit. You get in the car. You do like,
Yep. And if me and
tell
my
me a
niece
little
will
bit.
do stuff, we'll do it in the car, like when we're parked, and
Mm-hmm.
we do that. But I'm not gonna do anything that I'm not gonna be able to keep an eye on her. I'm not gonna edit a video, but I will
Mm-hmm.
have make a video or something. I'm not gonna
Okay.
edit. Edit is where you lose your distraction. Making a video is you're literally recording her. You can't take your eye off of her.
So some of it's just a bunch of little clips
Yeah.
and
From
stuff like
camera.
that. Okay.
You make it easy.
Yeah.
Unlike when I'm with you. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. When you're with me, you
I'm
kind of like,
editing and I can do anything when I'm with you because hopefully you're watching for the both of us.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I give you space to just
Relax.
be yourself
Mhm.
and relax. Yeah.
Especially if we're with Bella. Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
really have to be but I do like even if I don't see her for 1 second, like like the other the other day at Target, we were looking for something in the clothes aisle, and my niece walked into the aisle from where the clothes is. But at the same time, she walked into the aisle, a man was walking by, and that's all I could see was her walk into the aisle as I'm looking at something for her to wear. We're looking for jammies, and then all I seen in him walking, I didn't see her for a split second. I was like, Sophia, Sophia. And I started like, and he was like, and he like walked away. He was like, she's right. And she was like, I'm right here. But it's just that when she walked in, he just happened to walk by. It's Christmas. He was like, I was just going to look for I startled him and he said, is a big boy close here? I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I just didn't see her for a second. But he knew why I got scared because he walked by at the same time. He blocked her. And she's just like, I'm right here. And then I showed him where to go. He's like, no, I totally get it. I totally get it. But all I seen was her walk in. It was weird. It was too paranoid. I'm a little paranoid for sure. Yeah. I startled her and him.
Yeah. And then those things, because you know that what can happen.
Yeah.
And
one
he's a
instant.
grown
Yep.
handsome man. And you've seen the videos where grown men grab people at
Yeah.
kids at the grocery store and stuff like that.
Yep, exactly.
I've seen this thing where these ladies are putting their kids in the car and then putting like
And somebody would just grab. Yeah.
No, putting like a safety pin in the back.
On their kid?
Like, yeah, because like there's videos where some guy would
Yeah.
just grab a kid and just randomly run out
Yeah,
the
run
store.
out the store. Yep.
And if you're a woman,
Yeah.
you can't fight that
Yeah,
grown man.
for sure.
They can just run out.
I mean, I've seen it where I've seen a video where at the Dollar General, it was a teenager walking around with her mom, and the guy grabbed her and they were fighting over this teenager because it could just happen that quick.
Yeah.
It could just happen that quick.
Yeah, that's so scary.
Crazy.
That's so scary. But that's not just for girls.
I know, it's for everyone.
Like that, all that kind of stuff. That stuff that happens to girls can happen to boys.
It's so sad.
Do you want me to tell you about something that happened to me when I was little?
Yeah.
Huh?
Little?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe when I was not like little, but maybe when I was like 11 or something like that. Maybe 11, 12. There was a couple of different incidents, but my dad's ex-girlfriend, she used to play with me and stuff like that and take us baths and play with us. And she was in her 30s and we were like, well, I mean, me, because there was somebody else, but I can't talk about it because it's his story. So playing with us and doing all kinds of stuff. And it was like very bad. And
you knew it was bad.
Yeah, I knew it was bad, but it was good, but it was
because
bad.
you're a boy, yeah.
Because I was a boy and I didn't see nothing like crazy bad with it. But now I know because it brought like a bad mindset to me that I was 11 or 12. I didn't need that mindset that early in life.
Yeah.
Like, who's ready for that? Not yet.
No.
You know what I mean? That's something that you explore naturally with another kid your age. you know, and you both learn the same
Mm-hmm.
thing. And then just a 30-year-old woman forcing this on me, you know, and that wasn't
Did you
good.
tell?
I mean, my dad knew. My dad thought it was like a proud moment type shit.
That is so
Like, cause
toxic.
but the thing is, cause that's the way they were raised.
Like a
I've talked to
macho
him
thing.
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've talked to him now about that.
So if you were a girl, he would have got mad, but since you're a boy, he was like proud.
That's how I got him to actually realize it. And I was like, because at one point, he's like, it's not that bad. You guys are boys. And I was like, if you were a 30-year-old man, would you do that to an 11-year-old girl? And he was like, hell no. Like, he was like, no, no. He got like offended when I said that. And I was like, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
A 30-year-old woman should not be doing that to an 11-year-old boy.
As a mom, I would die. I would
Yeah.
die.
Right? Because it's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same trauma. You're just putting it on a boy, but a man that was raised in Cuba, like with the machismo and all that, he feels like it's like like the rite of passage. You know, my dad didn't condone it. He's not the one that sent that to happen.
Yeah.
But when he did find out, it was like he didn't even care. And I've talked to him like lately about it. And one time, like he was just telling me like no, like it was fine. And I had to like dig in his brain, like no, it's
wasn't
not
because
fine.
he still
bro.
has like that mindset, like you're a
Yeah.
man, like you're.
But I kind of like by me explaining to him like would it be okay for you to do it to a little
Yeah.
girl? And he was like, no way. Like he was like, no way. And then so that's kind of like how it opened the door when I came back to Toledo and I ended up starting getting girlfriends
Yeah.
and started having like sex early in life. I was like 12 and 13, 14, like having sex with multiple girls and stuff like
That's
that.
crazy.
That started everything. And then when I was like 14 or something, I moved to Atlanta with my cousin. And there my cousin worked a lot, and his girlfriend, one night we were watching a movie, and she started playing with my thing, and I was 16, and she was like in her 30s.
Were you 14 or 16?
No,
I mean,
okay.
either way, you're like a minor.
It was the 1990s.
You were 16.
It was the Olympics. Remember, it was a year before the Olympics. I remember. It was 1995. I was 15 years old.
Yeah, 15.
Because the Olympics was 1996 in Atlanta. And I remember the ticker, it said 365 days until the Olympics. So I remember I was like 14, 15, going around that age.
So you were a child.
Yeah, I was a child.
And
she started,
took advantage of you.
No, and she would perform oral sex on me, and she would,
oh my
like
gosh.
she would let me have sex with her
gosh.
and all that. And then after that, somehow her and my cousin got into a big fight, and she would take me out on dates. We would go out like to like movies, and then we would come home.
How old is she?
She was like in her 30s, dude.
Oh
and then
my
we would
God.
make out and stuff, and she would like.
You didn't tell anybody?
No, I think I told people after I came back to Toledo. I started like bragging to my friends, like this is what I was doing.
Again, that would be Bella last year with a 30-something-year-old man. How would you?
Yeah, that would be crazy.
That would be insane. But there's no difference between men and girls. People want to. There's no difference. She would be in prison. Yeah, and that's why all those girl teachers do it to these guys. So basically, you're like, yeah, you were raped.
Yeah.
And people right now are excusing these. Like I've seen people post, well, there are 14, 15, 16-year-old girls there know what you're doing. The people in the Epstein files, like, no, you're still a child with a mindset. Yeah, sure, you obviously liked it or something, but you're 15 years old. You're a child. It's still rape.
Yeah, yeah.
She was grooming you. You were groomed, and
yeah, because he was always at work and I was always with her.
Exactly.
And I was like a really cute little like 14-year-old. Because you see how cute I am now. Imagine when I was 14.
No, I don't know.
And she was a
It's 'cause that's
30-year-old.
weird because I don't think a 14-year-old is so
I know,
cute.
but I'm saying like
Yeah,
imagine
I
you being
know.
14 and then meeting me when I
But
was
imagine
14.
me thinking at 30 something years old
Yeah,
thinking
that's
of
weird.
what?
That's so
That's
crazy.
disgusting and sick.
People like, and that didn't just happen. That happened to me like a few times in
Oh
my
my
life. So
gosh.
like that's what I'm saying. Like it's not just the girls. Like us like mothers, please protect your sons
I
too.
mean, fathers too.
Yeah, mothers and fathers, please protect your sons.
Protect your kids.
Protect your kids, but I want to reach out and say protect your
Yeah.
sons, because a lot of people is like they'll let their sons go anywhere,
Yeah.
but they got a bunch of like cute little sons, and there's like some predator ass women that maybe they're not getting the attention at home, or maybe they're not getting the attention, and they'll prey on your sons,
gosh.
and they'll try to like manipulate your sons, and somehow they'll try to
I
do things
would-
with your sons
yeah,
that
That's insane.
because most people just want to protect the daughter
Yep.
and daughter and make sure the daughters, but we have to protect our sons because there's some predator ass women too.
Yep.
Yeah, I just want to reach out and tell you guys that too, because
Yeah, that's so insane.
most people always talk about the daughters, but man, I've been through it, dog, and I liked it.
Well, yeah,
That's the thing with the
yeah,
boys. The
yeah.
boys, they're not gonna talk about it because they kind of like
Yeah.
they kind of like it. You know what I mean? Let's take a little break real quick.
Okay.
Not just because I just want to use the bathroom and
Okay.
freshen up and stuff.
Okay. You want to make sure this is working?
Yeah, I want to make sure that my phone is still. All right, we're back. I wanted to bring that up to bring awareness. You know, I
Okay.
wanted to bring awareness that it can happen to anyone. It can happen to any of us and anyone in our family. You know,
Anyone?
boy, girl.
Yeah, it's good to bring up to talk about because people are so trusting,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so sad because this person that did it to me was so trusted. I mean, to the point where I would like, please, I want to spend a night, and I had no business staying a night. Like besides my cousins and my my cousin who was younger than me, and I wanted to stay the night because they
Can
were
you fix this
fun.
thing?
Because it was like a fun house. It was like it was a nice house. It was a
Yeah.
house that's it's just so easy to get manipulated into, and especially moms who are like younger or single. That's who they prey on. They prey on somebody that's not going to have a backbone. Like, oh, she don't. They're a little more worried. Like my dad was around the whole time and never did that. He didn't just become a pedophile. This man was a pedophile. He didn't. He just did it to me when my dad wasn't around in the picture. Thought he was gone for life. Never knew. Did he know my parents were going to get back together and whatever? Because there's a couple other uncles that have done it to cousins on my dad's side of the family, again, married in, that I found out when I got older. And I was like, what? I stayed a night over there all the time. Nothing ever happened to me or my sister. Like we talked about it. But he was my dad's side of the family. So he was, he was probably scared of my dad the whole time, knowing my dad was part of our family, my dad.
Yeah.
So that's
So
what I'm saying. It
why
happened to other cousins, and it could have easily happened to us.
But
Yep.
he probably knew your dad. He knew that he couldn't get away
Yeah.
with that. And if your dad found
Yeah.
out, he was
So
in
this
trouble.
man took advantage of this situation, and then with my other family member that they did it to, was like he just took advantage of the situation. That's what predators do. They're not
Yeah.
going to just take the first person they see. They're going to see who they can get away with it with,
Mhm.
and then that's what they're going to do, and that's what they do forever. And nobody tells on them because people are toxic.
Yeah.
I think people talk about it more now, but back then nobody talked about stuff like this. Like,
Mhm. Yeah, because it dirtied up the family's name.
yeah, everybody knew about it. I mean, my grandma knew about it. Everybody knew about it, and nobody did
Everybody knew
anything
about it.
but my dad.
Wow.
My dad didn't know about it until I was 40 years old.
You went and told your dad.
I had to tell my dad. Yeah, after a while because
Yeah.
other things were happening where I'm just like, hey, I want you to hear it from me rather than anybody else,
Yeah.
And it was more like, let's protect your dad because, he was younger then. Maybe he would have done something crazy. I wasn't going to lose my dad over that. I didn't know better. But I mean, what if he did? What if he did go and do something?
Yeah, that happened to this. There's this MMA guy right now. His name's Cain Velasquez. At daycare center, somebody touched his son or daughter. I don't know what. He found out about it. He went to the daycare center, followed the guy, shot at him. Didn't didn't kill him, but I think he shot at him a bunch of times on a highway. And now Cain Velasquez is in prison for shooting that guy,
Yeah,
which he should get
see?
a pardon for that, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what I'm saying. So I don't know how things would have happened or what, but I do know that had somebody done something, because I think I definitely was believed.
Hmm.
Um, because I was obviously taught to tell, because I told right away. So obviously, I don't remember these conversations when I was little, but
Hmm.
I knew it was wrong and I told. So I knew to tell, but I didn't realize that nothing was going to happen. Then I was like, oh crap. And then
Hmm.
then we moved away, out of sight, out of mind. And then it happened to somebody else that I loved, and I know that, and it happened worse than my situation. So I'm like, you guys had a chance to tell. Then I was just angry.
Hmm.
Like, wow, we could have prevented all of this.
Yeah.
Could have prevented everything if somebody did it. And
If
then
they,
they didn't
if
tell
they,
that time. And then it was just like time after time after time.
and all they had
So
to do was put him in jail right from the beginning, or at
put him in
least tell
jail
the
from the beginning. He would have went to jail.
he would have went to jail, and then all it would have just like all that trauma wouldn't happen for anybody for so long.
Yep. He would have went to jail
Yeah.
for me. And no,
And then
or whoever happened to be even before
and the
me.
and the most important thing that it can be anyone.
It can be anyone.
For me, it was my dad's girlfriend,
Yep.
and for you, it was your aunt's husband.
My uncle at the
It was
time.
your uncle.
My uncle. Yep.
Yeah.
My uncle that I would stay the night with. Like, it wasn't even like we were in the same bed or anything. You know what I mean? It wasn't like he, you know, like even when we have my niece spend a night, who's almost 6 now,
Hmm.
she knows she's with me on my bed. You know,
Hmm.
it's not even a question. Like, you did that even since you were little. You're like, okay, you guys sleep separate because you're a
Yeah.
man and you're not blood up related to her.
Yeah. I don't
You
want
always
to.
started with those rules. You have those rules, even if she was younger and she would jump on you. You're like, no, not
Yeah.
on my
Don't
lap.
jump on me.
No, yep. I when
I
I
just
see
taught her that
that,
because I don't want her jumping on nobody
yep.
else.
So that's just by actions of what we should. Why? Like, she'll ask why. Well,
Hmm.
because, and now she knows better.
She knows not to
Now she
jump on
knows,
me.
and now she knows when she comes over. Like, I mean, she figured out years ago, but it's just me at the end of the bed. Like, it's not even a question.
Hmm.
It's not even a question because, and then I taught her that, like, because you shouldn't be in the bed with anybody else, and you should just daddy and just grandpa,
Yeah, and
whatever.
that's why I always gave Bella her room and like
Her space.
yeah,
Yep.
like even when like you're not there, I just like sometimes just sit in the garage, go do my thing,
Yeah.
go to the podcast, do whatever because I don't want to be like all up in. We live in a little
Yeah.
we live in a condo,
Yeah.
but it's not like we don't have a big mansion or nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't ever want to be like feel like I'm
and that's
feel
because you're a
overwhelmed.
man, like a grown man who understands boundaries. But
Mhm.
like, this man didn't, and he probably still doesn't, and I don't know
Mhm.
if he does. Like, I do know that my family members are responsible for him ruining a lot of people's lives because
Yeah,
he
because
didn't do nothing to me compared to what he's done to other
like,
people.
listen to this. We go and we move in with my dad, and then my dad's girlfriend wants to bathe us. We're
That's
11 and we're like
crazy.
two old
That's
ass
like
boys.
like red flags. Like, what? I would literally kick you out that day. Like,
Yeah,
well, no, you're not even
like
gonna
she wants
touch.
to help bathe us, and we're two like grown
Yeah,
ass like boys.
yeah.
It's weird,
It's
huh?
crazy. Like, the things that people did even back in the day. Now with social media, people are talking about it
Now it's
more.
like imagine a little boy saying, "I'd be like, what the hell? Get away from that lady!"
Yeah. Oh, I would call the police. I would call the police. I mean, I don't care. I would always believe the child, and I would call the police. There's no way. I mean, and it could still happen.
Yeah.
And I even tell Bella, or I'll tell whatever, I'll say, like, something happened to you and you think, oh, well, I shouldn't have gotten that far, or I shouldn't have done it, or it's my fault. Still tell me, because no matter what, we'll figure it out. Like,
Mhm.
like, well, was it no.
No. Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's never going to be your fault, especially if
Mm.
you're a kid or even an adult and you get yourself into a situation. Tell me.
Yeah.
It's still not right. It's still something to talk about. It's never your fault,
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah. And is it scary thinking about like when she gets older and going to college and all that?
Oh,
Like, you're
yeah.
gonna be super worried.
I'm going to be, yeah, I'm going to be so worried. But all I can
Yeah.
trust, all I can hope in is that she watching each other. Like, I'm not dumb. I know they're gonna go out.
Yeah.
Have one friend stay sober, one friend be in charge of every. Like that's what
What'd
I.
you say today when she was like you we were leaving? You said something to her like, even though she's a new driver, make sure what?
Oh, like you mean because I know today she's with a newer driver, right?
Uh-huh.
All her friends are driving and they're only going down the street. And I just said, be her second pair of eyes. She's a newer driver. Like you have to,
Mm,
not like me. You get in my car, you get on the phone, you turn be her second pair of eyes. Be vigilant for her because
mm-hmm.
she's a newer driver.
Yeah.
No distractions in this one.
So
Gotta get
instead
used
of
to
having
driving.
two eyes in the car, if I have
Yeah,
four eyes in the
yeah,
car.
yeah, yeah.
So be aware of the
Yeah, and I
situation and help her
yeah.
drive.
And I'm always gonna say something, and she's probably gonna make a ton of mistakes. But all I can do is tell her what not to do, and if she
Mm-hmm.
doesn't listen, then I don't
Yeah.
listen to everybody.
Yeah, but that's good.
That's all I can do.
She's responsible too.
Yeah.
You guys have a lot of different jobs now. Tell me a little bit about all your new jobs.
I have 4
and
jobs.
Stuff.
Well, I've had
Because Bella helps you with some of them
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Like that's why I
Bella
feel like
has 3 jobs.
I feel like she's so responsible now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Bella works, and then she has our 2 offices. We have 2 offices a week. I have my job at H&M, and then I have a part-time job at Old Navy that I work at every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. So that's what you're doing now?
Yeah, I work at 4 jobs.
So you got full-time H&M, part-time
Old Navy, which
Old
is only
Navy.
a couple, maybe once or twice a week. Like this week, none because it was Christmas is busy. And then
you
the
got
cleaning offices
2 different offices.
once a week and every other week.
Yeah, and then how's that going?
Good. I love
Good.
it. I love it.
Isn't it too much for one
No,
person?
not too much.
No. And then how do
I
you
get help.
how do you do that with your schedule and stuff?
The offices are great because we can do them after hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then Old Navy is great because I can go in at 5 a.m. and I'm never in that early age. And they just work around my schedule. They just tell me if I can work or when I can work. And it's great.
In the office, you just got to do it within like from Friday to Sunday.
Yeah.
So you have all weekend to do it.
Do it after work. Me and Bella we usually start one, the harder one, and do it 2 days. Go do it the trash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then how hard is it to do an office like a doctor's office or whatever?
Oh, it's not.
It's not really that hard.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Because it's clean now. You're just sanitizing everything, sweeping and mopping. The worst part is probably like the bath. But I don't do that. Bella does a bathroom. She's a young one. She can be.
How about the trash? Is that hard?
No.
Is that
it's a lot.
It's the most biggest part.
Yeah.
Trash and the vacuum.
Taking it outside. Yeah.
That's the hard part.
Yeah.
Like taking it to a dumpster and stuff.
Okay. Well, yeah, because you got to lift all that and carry it. And
but having a cleaning business and a cleaning job is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Because
it's extra money, and that's what we need because, we just need it because we like to spend money. Yeah, just straight up honest, like we like to spend money. But I told Bella next year this money has to go towards. We have graduation coming up, so that's what I'm thinking in my head. Graduation comes with college, graduating, party. All of the next year is going to be every week. We're going to have to, it's a lot for seniors, like senior breakfast, senior this, senior that, cap and gown, fees.
That's coming up.
Fees. That's coming up next year.
Senior year.
Yeah.
So she's about to be done with.
Yep. And then I'm going to be on these offices by myself on the weekends.
Once she goes to college.
Yep.
Well, I mean, you can find someone.
No, I just do it by myself.
You're gonna do all these offices by yourself.
Then I can keep all the money. Like right now, I keep all the money.
But that's not the goal.
Oh,
the goal is to find someone to do it for you eventually.
Oh,
so the goal would be to find a girl, someone to go with you, right? And then eventually get 3 or 4 offices, right? And then once you get 4 offices, you have 2 other girls take over that. And then you make a profit on every office.
Oh,
and then you just keep getting them offices and they keep working and then you keep making money.
I like cleaning up. I like cleaning them because I think we do a good job. We've never got a complaint.
Never. Nope. Not one time have I ever got a complaint about any of the offices you guys clean.
I know.
Maybe one time you just
I was like, what?
She was giving me the eye like, hold up. You're gonna tell me that on the podcast in front of everybody? No, it's always been good.
Yeah. Bella's a good cleaner, that's why.
Yeah, you guys do really good.
Yeah, she's a hustler.
Yeah,
she likes to make money.
Is there anything like I've always wanted you to start your own business? Is there any kind of business that you ever thought about starting?
Mm-mm.
How about a clothing boutique? You ever thought about doing that? No.
No.
Why do you feel like you're just like it's better for you to just work for someone
It's
instead of?
just, yeah, I like working at H&M because I
Mm,
get good I mean, we get benefits. Right now it's hard. People don't even
yeah,
have insurance. It's gonna be so expensive. Like, I'm grateful for our life insurance, our doctor, our I'm so grateful.
yeah. So
Oh, I'm
you,
gonna have 5 jobs next year
what's that?
because I
What's your?
got my first day of coordinator gig in May.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. I became a paid speaker somehow.
What?
Yeah, I became a paid speaker.
What does that mean? I
Like,
mean, why? Where?
yeah. So when I found God, I I didn't like I found God and then I was always like how did I like what triggered it
Mm-hmm.
what and then I kind of remembered that Bob gave me the Bible. Bob gave me that little
Oh
Bible,
yeah,
right?
and then we went to that banquet and you got paid for
Yeah, I
that.
got $75, right? And now they're asking me to speak January 4th,
Yeah.
and he said this will be a paid speaking. So I was like, wow.
Oh
And then
wow, I didn't even know that.
yeah,
You didn't tell me.
yeah, and it triggered something like, wow, I somehow like God made me a paid speaker.
Wow.
Like, cause I always thought like
Well, I
one
knew
day,
about the event, so I
yeah,
took it off, but I didn't know that he said that.
yeah,
Wow, congratulations.
yeah. Thank you.
That's crazy.
Remember, like
Remember you were so nervous?
remember I said that I said that one time I said I wanted to speak to kids at
Yeah.
schools and stuff, but God had a different plan. He wanted me to speak at churches about God, because I was gonna speak at schools
Yeah.
about
It's harder to
fasting
get into
and
schools though because I mean it's kids.
I'm a felon and
Yeah,
all that
yeah. I
stuff.
mean it's hard to
But
get
think
in.
about it, God had
I'm
a
glad
different.
it's hard to get into school with
Yeah,
kids. Anybody could go in and talk.
yeah, it's good. I
Yeah.
mean, that's just
But
what it is.
it is what it is, yeah.
God had a different plan for me.
So
So now,
in your perfect world, you would hope to influence kids because you were, grew up um under not great influences.
hmm
But in reality, you're talking to churches, which is fine,
hmm
which is people that don't know or have need hope.
yeah, because the thing is that God, I was gonna say, I thought I had my own plans to speak to kids about, don't sell drugs, don't go to prison, but God wants me to speak to churches about my testimony,
Yeah.
about exactly what happened to me and how it happened to me and how I found God and how
Yeah.
I changed my whole life around.
I can't
So
believe that. That's so
yeah,
cool.
and I became a paid speaker.
That's cool. I know we were like after that beat.
And the week after I told him that, the whole gym closed down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like God was waiting for me to go back over there. They kept switching the names, Sporta, LA Fitness. Everybody kept, and then I walked in there. I seen Bob, and he was walking out, and he walked out. He said, "See you later." And something was like, "Just tell him about the Bible." I ran out. He was like walking through the thing,
Mm-hmm.
like I was like, Bob, come here. He's like, what's up, Yogi? I was like, hey, I just want to let you know that Bob you there that Bible you gave me, a long time
Mm-hmm.
ago, triggered a change in my life, and it changed my whole life. And he looks at me, he's like, let's go over here and talk. And he took me to the side right there, and he's like, do you know that I'm like the president of the what is that? The Bible?
Gildan.
Huh?
Gildan.
The Gildan Bible
Like a chapter here.
yeah, like
Yeah.
a chapter here in Toledo. He's like the assistant president or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I didn't know that at all. He's like, yeah. Would you be willing to speak and tell that testimony to somebody? And I was like, sure, of course.
Yeah.
And it was like for that
For
banquet,
that
that
banquet. Yeah.
pastor's banquet. But they didn't even know, they didn't have a speaker for that. And he was like, would you be willing to? And then he had to get like okayed. Right after that, the gym closed. And I didn't ever it was like God had set it up where I had to tell him about that Bible.
Yeah. And you were
So
stopped going there for a minute.
I stopped going. I just went like one last time, like 2 more
That
days.
is crazy. Because
And I ran into him
when did he give you that Bible prior? And he gave you that Bible in that same gym.
in the gym.
Yeah, that's
I was just
crazy.
sitting
Everything
there.
like happens for you.
It's like
It's
everything.
crazy.
Like
Everything happens for you.
like should we tell them what
Yeah,
happened to us
like
just a couple
tonight,
minutes
that
ago?
just happened for you.
Hold on one second. We're gonna take a small little break, and then we're gonna tell you a story about something that just happened to us right now. Not to
Yeah.
me, it happened to us.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like it happened because of your prayer. Like it happened to you. The
No,
guy came
no,
to
no,
you.
no. It happened to you.
But the guy came to you with it. Like,
all right, hold on. Let's just
okay,
restart
okay.
the phone.
Okay.
It's okay. We're
So I
back.
feel like everything happens to you.
Yeah, but
And I know that you think that it happened to us. So what happened was we went into a restaurant that I frequent, and when you go there for to pick up for me.
Yeah.
So we know, we know people there. We're just
well,
friendly.
let's just say the name of it because they're
it's-
the helped us.
yeah, Zane's in Sylvania, and I go there with my daughter, or I send Yogi to get us our stuff.
Mhm.
And when I go there, there's a certain people there, and I, always hi, how you doing? Like, great family business. And when you go there, you must know a different side because, like, different guys that work there.
Mhm.
Because when we walked in today, they said hi to you right away. Hi to us. They're all friendly.
Mhm.
But and then we order some matchas and some strawberries, and we sat down, and then go ahead.
Yeah, and then the one of the kids, the young man that worked there, I know him for a long time. He's the owner's cousin,
Oh, okay.
and I remember him telling me one day when he gave me a good service, he said, "Can you leave me a good Google review?" That's how we became like friends.
Oh, okay.
Because I got his name and I left him a good Google
Oh,
review.
cute. Yeah.
And then they know you. They actually be like, "Oh, it's Sandra and
Yeah.
Bella," because you come there all the time. And so he came up to me. He said, "Hey, someone made a big, huge order, and they canceled on us, and we'd hate to throw this food away, so we're gonna give it to you guys." And it's a huge bag with 3 big old.
Well, first he showed us the receipt,
yeah.
and he and it's Christmas. We just ate a lot all for the last 2 days, and he's like, no, thank you though. It's okay. And he's like, no, it'll just go to, we don't want to waste it. So then Yogi was like, yeah, okay. And it was a big bag. It was an order of 4. It's just that they have
No, it's 5 things.
Oh, it's 5?
Yeah, I ate one.
Oh, that's right. You ate one. I forgot you ate one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ate one when we were there. And then it was 5 things for 5 people. Like 5 people must have ordered
like
that.
huge ass meals.
They make such good food. And things that I hadn't even known, like the bowls, I didn't know. So I'm like, what is this? It's like 2 pounds. So then I was like, what are we gonna do with it? Naturally, I asked my daughter because she loves that. She's full. And
I asked my daughter,
yeah,
because we happened to stop by my daughter's house. She's like, "No, Dad, I got so much leftovers from yesterday."
Yeah, and I would have called any of my family had it not been Christmas. Like we would have called anybody, like, "Hey, we're gonna stop by and give you some food." But
we were coming here,
yeah,
so we
Christmas. We knew that nobody would want that because we knew anybody's house that we know has food in there right now, right?
Yeah.
So then
we knew we were coming downtown, right?
Yeah. So I know we're coming here. That's why we stopped so we can get some energy. And then I said, well, if we're gonna go downtown, let's just take it downtown. If we see somebody that's homeless, we can just give it to them.
Mhm.
I didn't know. I mean, I don't know. I never come downtown,
Yeah.
so I don't know. But I just saw that all this stuff is happening in the news. So that to me, I'm just like, you just drive downtown and you see people sleeping, but you don't.
Yeah, because I told her,
didn't know
I said, well, God has given us this meal. Let's go downtown.
Hey,
What?
I said that.
Oh,
it
I
was
don't
my
know.
idea though.
What did you say?
I said, since we're gonna go downtown, let's see if somebody's doing it.
Okay.
Didn't I come up with that idea?
I mean, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but like since we were coming downtown, God is gonna. We can come down here and see who. So we start driving around downtown, and then we happen to see one lady, and we asked her what she say. Or no. First, we seen a person, and I said, "Is that person homeless?" And you said, "Well, what is a no? They look like 2 regular people."
Just ask. We don't want to offend.
So
anybody.
then we're like, "What does a homeless person?" Everybody's just. I said, "People are just people. We have to find a different way to ask people." And I was like, let's just ask them if they're hungry.
Yeah, because regardless if they're homeless or not, if they're hungry, they deserve to eat. So
then we ran into one girl. We rolled down the window, and we asked her, "Are you hungry?" What did she say?
She's like, "Oh my gosh, no! But thank you so much. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year."
Yeah. So then I was like, "Oh, we." So what I said, God, Please
Yeah.
send us. We got these 4 meals. We have 4 meals left. Please, God, send us 4 hungry people so we can help and bless them with this 4
because
hot
we were already
meals.
driving around for a minute, and
We're
we're
dr-
like, "There's nobody outside. It's cold outside," which is
I was
great.
going through all the spots looking at and see if
Yeah.
anybody was sleeping in the cubbies or anything. I didn't see nobody where I
Nobody.
usually see them.
Yeah.
And then we turn the corner and I see this gentleman walking down with a big camouflage coat and like overalls. And I slow down and I said, "Hey, sir, you hungry?" And he goes, "Yes."
He's like, "Yeah, I'm so hungry."
So hungry. And
So
boom, we give him the food. Then we turn the corner. We see another man with the same
camel.
So there's somebody like an organization giving these people camels so they can like sleep outside or whatever.
So warm, yeah.
And he said yes, he was hungry. And then a couple's walking by and they were hungry.
Yeah, and the girl said yes. And the great thing is the food was still warm. It was like fresh. It was warm. It was fresh.
I handed it to him. I could feel the heat in my hand.
Yeah. It wasn't like anything not good. It was so fresh.
It was all fresh, great Lebanese food.
Oh yeah, so good too. If we weren't, I mean, I love that food.
Imagine being home or whatever, hungry.
Yeah.
Imagine being hungry and someone comes downtown and brings you a whole Lebanese meal.
And that's crazy because I'm all about leftovers. So any other day I would have been like, sweet, we got dinner tomorrow, but tomorrow we're having the kids over. So we already have dinner to make, a big Cuban dinner, and I am not I don't want food to go to waste. We eat our leftovers. We're all about that. So it was just good. And then I was thinking like, damn, he's hungry. He's walking around hungry. That's
it made
so
her cry.
Sad. Yeah, like that's I'm never hungry.
Yeah.
When
we asked that first guy, "Are you hungry?" He looked at us so like, yes.
Yeah, and every single one of them was.
There was only one guy that looked like he wasn't that hungry.
He was like, he didn't know what to say.
He was like,
yeah, and we're not. That's it.
He was like skeptical, and you're like, oh, I wonder if he's gonna eat it.
Yeah,
but I think he will. It's just like he's like, what are these people out to get? A lot of people think that something's like there's a catch. No,
there's no catch. We just don't want to waste food, and we just figured. If they gave that to us, that's insane. We just fed 4 people, and I'll say.
And I blessed everybody with a couple dollars.
Yeah,
it was beautiful.
And I'll say I'm hungry, but now that I think about it, and I saw him say that, and then I drove away, and I kind of like just looked in the mirror, and I was like, "Oh crap, he's already eating it." I'm like,
you're like,
that's
he's
not
so
fair.
Hungry.
He's actually hungry. Like I can be like, I'm starving. Well, I know that I'm gonna eat in a minute. We take such full advantage of that.
I know.
That's crazy. It makes me just want to eat like 1 meal a day and just fast.
No,
I just do. But
it makes me when I see that, it makes me want to like order like a couple meals and just go around like and feed people. But I know it's so hard because it's like you can't feed everybody.
And you don't know, and you don't want to.
But wouldn't it be good like if we had a service where every time a food gets canceled like that, like a delivery driving system would pick that meal up and drop it off to the homeless shelter?
Or not even canceled, just at the end of the night, at the end of the shift, where, restaurants can't have all the food for the next day. They got to serve it fresh. I don't know. I don't work in the restaurant.
Yeah.
But that would be good.
No, but the thing is, meals are getting canceled all day long and get thrown away. Or like if I order my cheeseburger and I say no onions, and then they give it to me with no onions. They give it to me with onions. I'll look at it and I'll say, "Hey, sir, I said no onions," and they'll grab that burger and they'll throw it right in the garbage. But imagine if there was a delivery system where they came like every time a meal like that happened, and instead of throwing it away, they go. It's like the homeless button or whatever, the hungry, and they give that meal to a shelter where they're already delivering all over the place. So that'll be kind of cool.
That would be cool, but I'm sure that shelters have regulations too.
Oh yeah.
You can't just. I mean, we can offer a hungry person a meal on the street, but if you're going to a shelter, they have to have like rules and laws on
there's
food.
Like bureaucracy
on everything because they have to protect the people that.
Because I hear people say, "Why aren't churches open?" And they're like, "No, they can't. Churches can't just open their doors, and people can't just walk in because there's like a system to everything. There's even like
there's rules and
there's
regulations
rules and
for
regulations,
everything.
and not only that, but like there's code where homeless people can't
Yep.
just be sleeping around everywhere.
Yep.
Like there has to be, that building has to be up to code. It has to be certified. It has to
Yep.
be.
So
There's
they
all
wouldn't be
kinds.
able to take just anything every time.
Yeah.
You know, they just wouldn't be able to.
Yeah. So it has to be a system. There
But
has
that
to
was
be a way.
cool. I mean, that was we were just in the right place at the right time. And I
And
really
then
thought they closed at 6. And we only wanted it because you said I am tired, because we fell asleep yesterday. Like you fell asleep at home for 2 hours. I let you take a
Okay,
short
so
nap.
there's another thing
Oh
now.
my
Like
gosh.
tell them like
I
how
wasn't gonna tell them that
we
one.
almost we're so lucky. They're basically telling me that I'm like the big sleepyhead, and then we're lucky to be alive. But tell them
Okay.
the story.
So yes, the night before yesterday, we were up till 4:30 in the morning. Then we woke up at 8:30, and it's just been a lot. Like I said, working 4 jobs. But anyways, we were really tired. Yesterday, I mean, we had turkey. We ate. We didn't drink. We didn't drink or anything
No.
at the Christmas Eve party. And we went to my mom's house, and Bella was already passed out in the back, which we were tired. We understood. And I knew I had to go home to do a lot for Christmas morning. So when we drove away from my mom's, when we got to my mom's, I said, I'm going to take a nap on the way home. And then when I'm home, I'll be fine. And he's like, okay. So as soon as we got in the car, he said, put your seat back. And then he started playing with my hair. And I was like, okay, I'm going to take a nap. And then that's all I remembered. And then we were pulling up to a light. We were already pulling up to a light. I remember that. And then all of a sudden I just hear honking, and I open my eyes, and then I see him. He opened his eyes. It was for a split second, because I even remember coming up to the light.
Yeah.
But the car was so hot. He was playing with my hair, which puts him to sleep. So I don't even know why we did that. But it was a split second, but you dozed off for a split second.
As soon as the car behind me honked, I was like, whoa, and then I just started driving. But I was the first car in the row, and then it could have been dangerous, because what if I would have let off the brake, and then we could have rolled into the middle of the street. Yeah. And it was the 6-point Tremainsville. Yeah. You thought it was another point, but no, it wasn't.
Oh, yeah, I didn't realize until today, until we were driving. I mean, it was still like 5-minute drive from my parents' house. We were fully awake, but we were just so exhausted that we are lucky. So today I told my whole entire family that
we're lucky to be alive. And now everybody's like,
it's a Christmas
be careful.
Miracle.
Yeah, be careful driving home.
It's not actually funny. Now we know, but we did doze off.
Yeah, and I told Paul, man, you know how it is. You doze off at a red light and someone honks. He's like, no, that never happened to me. I was like, dang. I dozed off on the expressway.
You must have narcolepsy.
No, it's just, oh my God, I fall asleep one time at a light after you make me do a million things. Now I'm narcolepsy. I'm falling asleep doing the podcast.
But that seriously, it's not funny. We're lucky. God is, I'm telling you, God is always
God is
with
watching
you.
us.
God is always with you.
God is watching us.
Actually,
so we fed 4 hungry people today.
When we shouldn't even be here today.
We shouldn't be here.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, God protected us, so we had to. God's always protecting us. Crazy. God put us together. He has a mission for us, Sandra. That's great. I don't know why you keep doubting it. I'm just playing. I love you, babe. Thank you so much for sitting down with me on the podcast today.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to sit down again next week, and we're going to do a yearly recap.
Okay.
So make sure if you guys like this one, make sure you watch next week's, because next week's going to be a yearly recap. We're going to go back, and we're going to talk about, we're going to try to remember what we did in January, February, March, April, and just maybe let's go back and look at our pictures and stuff. And
I remember everything.
Damn, you do? Mm-hmm. And then let's just do a little yearly recap or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out by then.
This podcast was informative. There's one thing, so at the end of my podcast, I always have faith, show love, and give hope. I would like for you to look at the camera and give a message of hope about what we talked about.
Oh, about a hope?
Yeah,
or awareness.
Of awareness. Okay. But a message of awareness. So the young girls, the early moms, the ones that are still learning how to be a 40-year-old mom, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe they're a 22-year-old mom. Maybe
Yeah.
they have
Yeah, of
a
course.
2-year-old daughter. Give them a
For
message.
any parent, regardless if you're a mom, for anybody who watches a child, for any parent, caregiver, aunt, uncle, family member, first of all, always believe your child. Second of all, never put too much trust in people. Don't let them around. Just be aware of your surroundings at all times. Like, I don't know. Like, always talk to your kids. Constantly talk to your kids. From the minute that they can talk and understand their body, talk to your kids. Talk to your kids. Make them feel comfortable. Don't make them feel embarrassed about stuff. Always talk to your kids and listen to your kids. But most of all, don't put them in that situation. Don't put them in situations that things can happen. Say no. No to sleepovers. No. No. When everybody loves to gather, have fun. Keep an eye on them. Do not have so much fun where you're not watching what they're doing. It takes 2 seconds. Now that I know when I got older what things happened in my family during parties in a bathroom, like I did not know that. That's crazy. And I'm just lucky it wasn't me. I'm like my dad was probably there watching me. Just don't put your kids in situations they don't need to be. They don't always need to be. They need to be with you. That's it. It's really that simple.
That's the simplest thing.
I mean, sometimes it's not going to be able to because you have to, get them watched or daycares and not things like that. But you always just have an eye on your kids because one thing is gonna. What did you say it will do? One time
traumatize you.
Yeah. No, you said one thing that could happen will do something the trajectory of the. What'd you say?
Well, one thing will.
One thing that can happen to them, not ruin their life because that did not ruin my life. That did not ruin my life. But I am 45 years old. I'll be 46 on Friday, and I still think about that.
So it's like a trauma. It's like
it is.
It's like it'll make you think about that moment forever. Like any little thing will trigger back
every
that
little
memory.
thing will Yeah. So why do that to your child if you can just keep a better eye on them, or if you can just not trust everybody, just say no, sorry, no, until they have until they're old enough. But yeah, it will, or it can ruin their life because it could be so bad, or it could be multiple times where the same person is doing something to somebody multiple times and it just ruins their life. So many people's lives are just ruined.
Yeah.
It could ruin their life,
Well, it will.
Or they can do it to somebody else, or I don't know. It's just
it ruins their life because no kid needs to get forced into that. That kind of stuff needs to come naturally with a kid their same age.
Yeah.
It's not even good for a 20-year-old boy to be with a 16-year-old girl because they're not at the same age.
No, a
20-year-old boy should be with a 20-year-old girl. A 16-year-old boy should be with a 16-year-old girl. If that's the case, if they're
preferably no, but
preferably none of that.
Yeah,
preferably just let it happen by itself.
Let it happen when you're mature and you can handle it, but don't let that happen to your kid. And most of all, just believe them, and then do something. You can believe them all day long, but if you don't do anything, you're not going to help anybody else. Like that happened in my family, so it sucks. But got away with it, still living, no jail time, done it to many people, and we're just hoping and praying that he's not doing it to his grandchildren.
Well, let's just remind everybody who he is and where he lives, just in case.
No.
For real, reminding people who he is. His name is what?
Michael Gutierrez.
Michael Gutierrez, and he lives. Hold on, say it again.
Michael Gutierrez in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
His name is Michael Gutierrez, and he lives in Kalamazoo, Michigan. He's like a 70, 80-year-old man. He's a sicko. He's a pervert. And we're trying to expose as many people as possible. Try to expose these predators.
I mean, I've already talked about him online. I've already did it on Facebook. I've already talked about him on TikTok. I mean, I've already shared my story with my followers and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. I just want to share it here.
Yeah. Because I mean, I'm not embarrassed of it. I didn't do anything. I was young. If anything, I was trusting, and I actually wanted to spend a night, and I asked to. Nobody trapped me. Nobody. I would beg to spend a night, it was like the fun house, and that sucks. And I wasn't saying, oh wow, what's he doing at my graduation? Or I got over it because I thought it was normal. And all I knew is, okay, well, I guess that happened to me. That
Yeah.
sucks. That sucks because that's sick.
Yeah.
That's very sick. Because somebody even remotely did anything of what he did to my daughter, they would be in jail. They would be in jail because I would take it all the way. Or my nieces or anything. I would take it all the way. I would never let anything fly, no matter who it is, no matter what it is, no matter who it is. That's the thing. Like, no matter who it is, they will pay.
Yeah, yeah. If
Period.
they come messing with you.
I know. Mm-hmm.
Because you already been through it.
Yeah.
And you feel like people should have took more.
Yeah, yeah. And they could have like saved a lot of lives and not let him ruin so many lives.
Yeah.
And it's just disgusting. It's weird and it's disgusting and it's a sick disease.
Mm-hmm.
And he should definitely be in prison
Yeah.
to this day. So even with what he did to me in the state of Michigan is considered, what did they say was considered? It was considered, it wasn't, it was considered rape.
Mm.
But even though it wasn't like what you would think is rape, it was considered that because it had just fallen from the statute. And I'm like, it is. And for what he did, because of exactly what he did, it was considered. And that is insane.
Yeah.
And that is disgusting. And all I can think of is my babies. And I will
kill someone.
No, not even kill someone. They would go to jail because I would not kill them and go to jail.
Because you're not going to put yourself in jail.
Yeah.
That's just like that's like a metaphor that people say.
Yeah.
But
I would say, okay, well, too bad, so sad. You're
going to jail forever.
Yeah.
And you'll fight it.
And I'll expose them.
Yeah, expose them. And that's what I'm trying to do as much as we can. Expose, and not only that, but teach.
Yeah, teach. Because some people are very trusting, and it wasn't anybody's fault. It was a very trusting person that he just took that opportunity and did what he did, but he had already done it. Now that I know, he had done it in the past. But like I said, I dodged 2 other uncles. I dodged those bullets somehow, and I never knew, and I always respected them, but I never knew that. And now I know, and I'm like, damn, that could have been me. But it wasn't because I was with my dad and I was with my mom.
He should have respected your dad too.
Yeah. Yep.
He should have never did any of that stuff.
He should have.
But at that moment, your mom and dad was like fighting or whatever, and then he took advantage of that moment.
Yeah.
Because he didn't do it before because he was probably scared of your dad was always around.
Exactly. And I had a dad. I was a child with 2 parents.
Yeah. So he took advantage. Okay, so did you want to bring up anything else? Or are we done talking? What do you want to do?
Yeah. No, we're done. Done? We should say about what you want to bring awareness to, because that is insane when you told me about your stuff. Because nobody takes it seriously.
Yeah, I just want people to know that it's not all about girls. It can happen to boys, especially if you got like little handsome little boys. Be careful, because you could send your son to his friend's house and I don't know, but the mom, the cousin, the sister, who knows, a 30-year-old woman could be preying on a little 14-year-old boy.
So talk to your boys as much as you talk to your girls should be your message, right?
Yeah, talk to them. Make sure that little boys are protected also, and talk to them, because for little boys, they might be thinking it's good, or they might be thinking it's cool, or they might be thinking like, ooh, this older girl likes me. That happens in school with the teachers that try to hit on these little boys and stuff like that. And they think they got it made because the teacher is a hot teacher, but really these women are grooming the little boys, and they're using these little boys because for some reason they don't get hit on by a grown man or whatever.
They're just perverted.
They're perverted. It's 30-year-old women hitting on 11, 12, 13-year-old little boys. And that's not...
I don't even have a little boy now.
I know, but that happens. A lot of people think it's just the girls, but protect your sons. Make sure you watch where they're going, who's around them, and make sure that no grown-ass woman is getting too close, or no grown-ass woman is taking bath of your kids, or
that's
watching.
Weird. That's
like taking weird. Any of that. Like that's I see that a lot with like women that are like raised in different countries, because the little boys are always like taking bath. Like because I remember like the one lady that works with me, she's like her son was like at an age, she's like, I have to stop taking him bath. He's already getting too old. And I was like, man, you should have stopped that like a couple years ago. But you know,
It's just,
but it was her
yeah,
son.
yeah.
That was her son, so it was different. But she even noticed that
It was time.
there was an age where I gotta stop doing this because he's already getting too old.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking, so when I went over there, I was even older than him. What was she doing bathing me and my brother? Like we were way older than this little boy. So that was like a predator, like a mom predator type thing. So make sure you watch your boys. Make sure you protect them too, just as much as the girls, because there are sick women out here just as bad as sick men.
Mm-hmm.
And it could happen on either side of it.
I agree.
Yeah. So you said something about your social media and like you've talked about all this stuff on your social media.
Yeah, I've talked about everything on
Can
there.
you just remind us like a little bit of where we can find you on social media? I know, but like, or at least just tell me your name.
No, it's Sandra Gacita Vasquez on TikTok,
Sandra Gacita Vasquez or Sandra Vasquez Gacita? Which
Sandra
one?
Gacita Vasquez on TikTok and Facebook.
TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. It's all. I'll put it all in the bio and everything. So if anyone wants to follow my wife, she does. What kind of content do you do?
Everything.
Yeah, her life is her content.
Yes, I did a lot of politics. I was doing a lot of politics, but I have not been doing that because I had an account ban warning on my account for months, and anytime I don't want to get my page taken down. And B, it's just there's so much happening that I can't keep up. It's everything I was talking about is coming to light now, and now I'm at the point was like, if I were to get on, I would just be just furious and just so everything is coming to light, and I told you so. Yeah, that's all I can say. That's all I can think of when I see this stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, I told you so. But I took a break from that because of the account ban warning. Because honestly, my page would have got. I had it was being flagged for a long time.
But why? Because you're talking
about if you talk about politics, yeah,
that's crazy. Though.
Yeah, because people will report you. Yeah. So, or I don't know what happened. It's just like I get videos taken.
But you're standing up for your your ideas and your morals. Like you don't believe in like but people TikTok touching
doesn't like
kids.
That. TikTok doesn't really like that. So it's mostly just content about my life. That's it.
I think after TikTok got owned by the United States, it got changed.
Yes.
So now they're restricting it way more now.
Yeah. So mostly I keep it light and I just keep it fun.
Yeah.
Fun because yes, politics is a big part of our life and I will never ignore that. But also I have to be grateful for what is happening right now to us.
Yeah, we're blessed though.
Yeah, we're blessed. I'm blessed.
We're blessed with our job, with our work. We got our
I've been
family.
at my job 20 years next year. 2026 will be 20 years.
Yeah.
Our kids are healthy and like we have things to look forward to. We have big weddings coming up. We have life is good. Like,
life is blessed.
And any day it can turn.
Yeah, anything can happen. So, that's why you have to enjoy it when you're blessed and when you're doing good because tomorrow everything can change. So we just gotta enjoy the day, enjoy the moment. Cause it says worry about like your problems today because tomorrow's gonna have a whole new set of problems.
Yeah.
That's what it says in the Bible.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I love you, babe.
I love you too.
Are you done?
Yeah, we gotta go and do it again.
We gotta go.
Christmas 3, number 3 tomorrow.
We'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have faith, show love, give hope, let go, and let God. Thank
you. Thanks, babe. Now I can't get up. I'm stuck. And lessons carved in time. We walk through fire quietly when no one knew our name. God was teaching in the shadows while the world was chasing fame. We didn't ask for the weight, but we carry it with grace. If our story keeps one child safe, then every tear had a place. This ain't entertainment,
This wasn't built overnight. This was shaped by your hand. You guided every step when we didn't understand.